Hi Leo, this is Chriselle from Psychic ND, and I wanted to do your February 2021 reading. So without further ado, let's go for it. Let's see what's going on for my Leos. February 2021, the Lover's Month. Let's see what's going on for Leo. Leo, what is going on for you this month? Queen of Air. So I feel like this is more you. I think that you're more in your head, using your emotions more than your heart necessarily, thinking things through. I think that you have clear sight because of this owl. You have great wisdom. I think that you're just using your intellectual abilities way better than you perhaps may have used them in the past, okay? What I mean by that is simply that because we're Leos and we're really heart-centered, we tend to be emotional about things and not necessarily super thinking things out or methodical. So I think that this month, this energy is bringing you just a methodical approach to life and everything, okay? This one is peeking through. I have 5 of Air. And the reason why you're more methodical, I'm going to just say how I see it, is that maybe you've been betrayed. Maybe people around have lied, cheated, stolen from you. Even if it was intellectual property, stealing your ideas, stealing your way of being, stealing your mannerisms, stealing your man. I don't know your life, right? Hopefully those are not the cases, but if it is, I feel like it's put you more into this energy of I'm watching you. And while I'm watching you, I'm taking note. My heart's not getting engaged or ensnared. That way I can't be bamboozled. I can't be deceived. I can't be had. You will not get the jump on me because I'm Leo and hear me roar. Right? So the next card I have for you is the Messenger of Water. Okay? So this is just a little messenger right here. This little guy is just whispering messages and she's like, you have all my attention. So it could be perhaps that you're getting messages from someone. It's going to be a small message of like, hey, how are you doing? They hit your DMs. Maybe on Facebook, or they give you a quick phone call, a text, or something like that. Hey, I was just thinking about you. One of those things. It's not going to be monumental, but it is going to cause you like, oh, that was really sweet. A little bit of a emotional appreciation. And I think that you're going to kind of close your eyes and savor the words. So whatever is said, I think it's a really good message. It's a good small conversation. It's nothing like earth-shattering, but it's very much welcome. And I think that you're digesting that message, digesting that communication, and you're going to think about it. Again, intellectual energy right now is what I get for you. Okay, next thing I have is a Wheel of Fortune. So this is things are turning out for the better for you. The wheel is spinning. Keep in mind the wheel doesn't spin super fast most of the time, for good or bad. Usually it's a slow process, right? Usually, not always. But things are picking up for you. They're looking better. I think that you have better opportunities. You're feeling better about yourself. People are looking at you like, hey Leo, you're looking good, that kind of a thing. One thing I want to point out that to me matters more than almost anything. Check this out. To me, I see this little face here. And now to me, this looks like a well. And it's almost like this little face is peering deep into the well to see what's in there. It's like I want to look and see what's beneath the surface. And you're looking at your heart, and you're looking at your past, and you're looking at where you came from. 10, the number 10 boils down to 1. That is about leadership. That's about yourself. And I just think that you're taking a deep look at where you're coming from, how circumstances have really shaped your life, and how you want them to continue to develop, and tailoring and curtailing what works for you and what does not work for you, okay? So that's where the intellectual part comes in for you. The Wheel of Fortune also can indicate a period of time where you're like studying, you are looking to better yourself, you have a project, a couple of projects going on, things like that, of that nature. And so improvement all the way around I see for you. That's really good. I'm glad to hear, because personally I'm a Leo. I mean, not that I would not cheer you on if I wasn't, but let me tell you, we need that. We need that, dear Leo. So what do we have going on here for Leos? Any more information? Okay, so 6 of Water. This is about perhaps a message from someone from the past, or a reunion. It could be, but I feel like it's feeling nostalgic. Thinking about the past, thinking about, remember when things were simple? Remember when I didn't have to be, because, well, at least I don't like being in this energy necessarily as much. It's not natural and comfortable to be, okay, checks and balances. You like me, I'm going to do checks and balances. Let's see if your actions match your words, match your lifestyle, whatever. But it can also mean just looking at life at a simpler time when you didn't have to really overthink things. Things were a little bit sweeter overall. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this. So what else is going on there? Because even if you're partnered, I feel like if you're partnered, this has to do with even thinking about, oh, those were the good old days. Remember when we used to, when we first met, we used to spend all this time together. I'm not going to get that. That's a 10 of fire, and it jumped on its side, so we'll talk about that in a second. But, remembering all the sweet times that we would just stay up and talk, and I didn't even care if I ate, and I didn't care if I slept. Nothing mattered but my relationship, because we had like this bond that was unbreakable, unshakable. And now the 10 of fire fell down. And this is all about, it's a 10 of wands. It's just like having too much of a burden and burning contracts for me. It's a bunch of like contracts being burned, but it fell on its side. And so I feel like you're at times oscillating between, you're going to burn a contract, then you don't, then you do, then you don't, then you do, then you don't, that kind of energy. And the way it's going to look in the practical world for you in the 3D is going to look like this. Okay, you know what? I'm done with that. I don't need to be nostalgic about nothing. Things have happened. I've moved, I've grown, whatever. Let's move forward, Leo. That's what I'm doing, right? But also there's an element like, I get lost in a little bit of a dream. Dream a little dream now and then, right? So I think that you might be going back and forth. Also, you might be like, you know what? I'm just cutting them off. Whether it's friends, family, people that don't support you, don't become you. Anything that doesn't really support the world the way you want it. The way they don't support how you feel about yourself, perhaps. That's a big one, right? Then you're going to cut those off, but you're going to oscillate between, I'm going to cut them off, or, oh no, I'm being too dramatic, and back and forth. So that's where this intellectual energy is going to really help all of us. It's going to help us balance and go, I'm oscillating back and forth. Why is that? So I urge you to kind of, if you have to, take a notepad. This is your homework, should you choose to accept, right? Take your notepad and write down, you know what? This happened to me. Am I being too emotional about it? Why do I keep going back and forth, being wishy-washy and throwing off my game? Then you're going to write on one side, okay, this is how I felt. This is what happened. This is what transpired. This is where the other people's responses, if there's anyone that has to be addressed about that. And then on the other side, okay, was that rational? Was that factual? All of those. So you're going to do both sides and really kind of judge for yourself. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. And pardon the toupee, you guys. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with my hair. And then I have all these wigs. And I thought, you know what? I don't care. And so it may not be professional, but hopefully you're here for my readings, not for my toupee. Or my hair, or my threads, or anything else, right? So next, here we go, dear Leo. What's going on with Leo in February? What else is going on? What do I need to know? Queen of Earth, this is awesome. Okay. This is about being grounded. This is about having your own wealth, your own stability, not relying on anyone. This is about a careful approach. Anything that you invest, your time, your money, your energy, effort, blood, sweat, tears. Okay. You've heard me say it again, time and time again. You've heard me say this. This is just really being steady and sturdy on what you're going to spend all of this time on. I mean, this is our resources, our time. And hi, honey. It's my son. Can I get a kiss? Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. I miss him. Okay, sorry. So this is, again, just being well-versed and comfortable. I guess that's a word. Comfortable with, you know what, I know what's good for me, what's right for me. I can make really good and grounded decisions. And again, this could be a foreign energy test, Leos. We're really heart-based and all about fire and the action and let's do. We don't necessarily stop, especially in the formative and initial years, young years, to think about how, that's going to affect us long term. But this right here is, you know what, I've been down the ringer, I've been through it before, I know what's up, and I'm going to decide if I'm going to dedicate any time to that, because you know what, whatever I trust and whatever I devote my attention to prospers and flourishes. Why? Because I'm Leo, because I'm loving, because I'm a nurturer, because I care. You guys are fierce and loyal and caring, but it's going to be really important that, you know what, you care for yourself first. I feel like this is what you're taking back. You're taking back your power, your core, your center, and you're deciding, you know what, people that are worth my time, they'll get it. But people that are scallywags, that want to waste time, that want to play, that want to whatever, I'm not here for that. I'm not about that life. So I feel like there's a very solidness about you, okay? My dogs are having an argument. Next card I have is the Four of Earth, Four of Pentacles. And this is about hanging on to your resources. Leo, I do see you hanging on to your resources, your money. You're like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I'm holding on to my dime, my money, my resources. Also, I'm going to tell you, this could be about I'm holding on to how I feel. So, depending on where you're coming from, what's going on with you, dear Leo, this could be either or. Actually, they could be both, frankly. So, I would just kind of keep an eye on that and see, does it warrant you being a little bit, not secretive, but just kind of bidding your time before you express how you feel about something, you know? There might be a real reason for it. But hopefully you're not hanging on to things out of fear, okay? So that's a message of that. Ace of Earth. So this is, again, you know, you want solid, you want somebody to invest solid time in you, you know? Whether that's your husband, your wife, significant other, whether it's a job. Say that you want a financial institution, somebody that you work with, whatever, to invest time and effort into you, into like, hey, you know what, you're worth it. I see you growing. I could see you moving up in the company, whatever. But this is an investment. And I think that's coming your way. It's solid. Sorry, my dogs, they do fight occasionally, so I'm a little bit on edge because I hate when they fight. They make me kind of edgy. So I think it's going to be, excuse me. Hold on. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. I figured I forgot something. Stop. Okay. Sorry about that. That was my kid. He did forget something. So moving on. This is a solid offer. This is not somebody who's going to take things lightly, who's going to say, you know what, I'm going to give anyone time and attention. If they're focused on you and telling you, hey, they can see you moving up in the company, I'm so sorry. Then there's a real reason for it. They really do believe in you. They feel like you are solid. Like they want to take their time, and their time is precious, and they're going to invest it in you. So whether this is romantic, this is not romantic, either way, it looks really good. A solid offer. Okay. We're going to end this little series with this guy. What is this? Only the Sun, your card. Dear Leo, this is exciting. This is about you being looked at, adored. And these sunflowers, I see like little faces kind of peering up to you, just kind of adoring you and loving you. Of course, I see the sun back here. I apologize for my dog's behavior. And the bouquet that she has. I feel like you're very graceful about even people that love and adore and look to you. You're not taking advantage of that, okay? I feel like you enjoy the warmth of that because that's who we are, right? We love love. But I'm going to tell you, it's a very respectful thing. It's very much like, almost like a bride, because she looks like a bride here. And it's almost like a bride saying, you know what, I take this serious. Like, I know that I'm a role model, or I'm aware that you are looking at me, and I take that responsibility seriously. I don't take it light, okay? A lot of opportunities. I also feel like you're stripping down to the wire of who you really are. You don't care to play games anymore to match shoes with Betsy and Johanna and Bobina and Jonina. I'm even making up names here. We don't care about all that. I mean, we care about being authentic within your power, feeling just like solid and grounded. And you know what? If people don't like us, it's going to be okay. There's somebody else who might, maybe. But we don't want to play and be fake with the world. I see a lot of peace in your life, and I feel like you're just allowing things to come to you, almost like you're a magnet, and you are allowing people and places and things to come to you just naturally, because you're magnetic at this point in time, okay? So a lot of peace behind you and within you. You might be even meditating quite a bit. I know that last time I got a message about sun gazing. Some of you guys might be sun gazing, and I promised myself I was going to do a little bit of homework on that. I have not, okay? So sun gazing might be something that's really important, or something about like getting some sun, vitamin D, whatever. And with that, you get the chart, you get movement, you get something fast-paced going on, harnessing your positive and negative polarities, which is a really good thing. My dogs have been so badly behaved right now, sorry. Okay, so let's take a look at your wealth. What's going on, dear Leo? If you can take a moment to please like, share, comment, subscribe, I would really appreciate that. And I'm super excited to do February's reading. I was waiting for a different deck, actually. I cannot wait, you guys. I have a deck that's, I think it's called Twin Flames Vampire Edition, but I'm super excited. I wanted to wait to do your readings until then, but they haven't come yet, and I just have to get it done. So I might have like another, depending on how much interest this generates, and I might go ahead and do another mini just to test out my cards for this month, right? So here we go. Leo, what's going on with your foundation, with your money, with your abundance, all of that juiciness? Queen of Cups. You're in your element. You're definitely in your element. Heart-centered, heart-based. I feel like there's a lot of transformation around you with the dragonflies. You're very psychic. You're very connected to spirit. And I also feel like you're keeping your mouth shut about things. You're not really saying a lot. You're not telling people, oh, hey, I'm getting messages. You're like, I know what I know, and I don't have to like confirm that with anyone else. You're keeping it to yourself. Your intuition is definitely off the hook. I think that you're really sitting pretty. Continue doing you. It's a really good month for you, I feel. Now, with that being said, scallywags around, right? People that want to lie, steal, cheat, rob your time, rob your energy, rob your affections, all of that. I don't think you're about that life, again. So this is a deceiver, a trickster. So if you get an energy where you're like, intuitively, I know you're going to know who this is, because if they pop in your life, you're going to be like, I don't think so. I kind of have a feeling about you. Then go with that feeling, because it's not going to go well. This person is a deceiver. This person does want to just take your time. And it's a selfishness. It's a lower vibration. Nothing good can come of it, okay? So, yet you have somebody with a solid offer, something of emotional nature. They want to bring that unity of, you know what, we're similar. I really like you, you like me. Even if you're married or partner right now, like you guys get one another, and it could be that energetically you're renewing your energetic commitment to each other. And what I mean by that is that all of a sudden you reach a page in your story where it flips, and all of a sudden you get refreshed with, wow, remember those times like we were talking about. but it kind of rejuvenates and does something to really heal, grow your emotions. And all of a sudden it busts out with a bunch of abundance of more love, of more devotion, of more like, wow, we're arriving again, we're thriving again, we're like on the same page, and I can't believe, and wait a minute, we've been married like 30 years, 40 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever. And I still adore you and I still pick you, and that's awesome. For the rest of us, this is about, hey, I'm vibing and tribing with you. I really like you. I'm interested in you. It doesn't have to be romantic necessarily. It could be like, I have the same vision. Like, oh my gosh, you've always wanted to own a car lot and a dealership or make commercial. I don't know, whatever. I'm like Better Call Saul in my brain all of a sudden, but good stuff. What else do we have here? Okay, there are situations that you have walked away from or needing to walk away from. It might kind of make you feel unrooted and a little bit sad, but you know you have to walk away from this. It's cold there. It's cold there, sister. It's cold there, brother. You need to move on. Whether it's a job or a family member or a person or a situation, whatever the case may be, a partner, you need to move on. And that's you moving on. You did spend a lot of time, energy, and effort there, but like people say, don't throw away good money after bad. Wait, don't throw, good money after bad. I always get those mixed up. Hey, have you guys ever seen Boondock Saints? I feel like that guy that always gets his sayings mixed up. I don't know. So you're going to have choices and options. Choices and options coming up really soon. That's going to give you even more abundance. Something that you've done before. Something that is perhaps new to you, but a little bit familiar. You can make a transition because you're going to have the skills to be able to integrate is the word that I was thinking, okay? So with that, let's take a look real quick from our Twin Flame deck. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo, please. For February, we're going to take that because that kind of jumped. Okay. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your head. For the heart is a gateway to the soul. So what would you do if you had to do anything? Okay, that's the moral of the story, or the moral of this card. What else do we have? We're taking the next one. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay? So, you're going to know if that applies to you. If that does not, move it along, right? Next, what do we have going on here? For Leo, messages of love for Leo. Messages of love for Leo. Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you might be very different. It don't make a difference. Love is love, right? I don't know. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This could be somebody coming to you that you would probably never look at twice. Simply because maybe they're not your physical type, or they're not your type in general. If you're single, or if you're partnered, it might be like, you know what, I just don't see that happening. But I do see someone coming towards you. Keep an open mind and give your relationship a chance, okay? New beginnings. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And who doesn't like passion, right? We're Leos. We're all about the passion. So you guys, I hope that gives you a little bit of a heads up as far as like what this month is going to be like. And I don't know. I think it's going to be a good month. I'm excited for it. And actually, I just kind of want to show you my latest love. I wasn't going to use them, but here they are. My zombie deck, you guys. So, what messages for Leo? Last messages. Well, one's a repeat and one's new. Ace of Cups. You're going to get a small, a message, like a text, a message, somebody in your DMs going, hey Leo, looking good, looking mighty fine. What's going on with you? How are you doing? I want to tell you, his brain is in that pail. And it's almost like he's saying, I've been carrying you around in my mind for some time. Or, hey, I've been thinking about you. Very small token, okay? He might literally, or she might literally say, hey, you've been on my mind, or I've been thinking about you, something like that. That's what's going on. And it's the Ace of Cups. It's like we have this like connection, even though you may not see it right now. There's something like pure and generous and loving and juicy about it, about this connection, okay? So if it's love, it's going to be really sweet. If it is friendship, it is equally as sweet. I think that intellectually, you might be pretty compatible, but long story short, you're on the same page on something, okay? And that can be love, career, whatever. So those are my messages. And with that, I will leave you. Much love to you. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. Namaste.